This book, Free Me From Me, is by far my favorite thing I've ever written. And it's not just because of all the information, although I'm very proud of all of the content. I think it's gonna give you a lot of really helpful language that'll allow you to name some of the frustrations you've maybe always felt but never had the words for, and practices, like practical things that'll help you move forward and all of that. But what I'm most proud of is the story the book tells, the journey that it takes you on. See, we've covered a lot of ground in these Free Me From Me videos. My goal has been to give you a 30,000 foot overview of the entire thing to get you ready to dive into the book. But here's what I've completely left out of these videos: the story. The book takes you through a day I spent in New York City back in 2023. I got lost. I started feeling overwhelmed and I was trying to get my bearings, but I just kept looking up at these tall buildings and I felt stuck, like a mouse in a maze, scrambling through the streets of Manhattan while some scientists observed me. While all that happened, I stumbled into this old cathedral named St. Patrick's Cathedral, and Mass was about to begin. I sat down in one of the back pews and the priest read Genesis 2:7. Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. And this picture of me just being a pile of dust ran through my mind. Like, before all the performing and comparing and controlling and all the games we play to try to prove that we matter to the world, we were just dust. And something about this picture got me, like two piles of dust trying to impress each other, or comparing themselves to each other and trying to like outdo one another. Something about it was really, really funny to me, and it made me laugh. And then, and I'll tell you the whole backstory in the book, I just broke down into tears, like ugly crying, like several years of pent up pressure pouring out of my eyes. And I realized I'm stuck in a maze. But Manhattan is not the maze that I'm stuck in. The maze is me. It's the me maze. And the book goes on from there. There's this awkward subway ride and a trip to the Morgan Library and a walk through Central Park with my friend Beej, and a lesson I learned from a man playing a trumpet, and a whole lot more. My point is, the information in the book is great and it's necessary, but for me, it's all about the story. All my favorite books, even the nonfiction books, have a compelling narrative that unfolds as it goes. And I worked really hard to make sure that's true about this one. Free Me From Me, it's not a memoir. It's still like a theologically driven, practical guide that's going to help you break free from you. But along the way, I let you in on all of the good and, let's be honest, mostly bad and sometimes even ugly parts of my own story. And so I cannot wait for you to read it or listen to it, because I want to hear all your thoughts. I think you're gonna like the information. I think you're gonna find it helpful, but I think you're really going to resonate with the story along the way. And that's what this book is. And so I can't wait to hear your thoughts, and thank you for continuing to come along on this ride as we all learn how to escape the maze of self-centeredness and find the freedom that comes with realizing that before we were just piles of dirt, before God breathed his life into us, that God had a plan and a purpose for our lives. And that now, as he calls us to be image bearers, it's so quick and easy for us to fall right back into that trap, putting ourselves back in the me maze. But we can learn to escape. And it all starts by praying our prayer: Lord, free me from me.